As all of you have committed a breach of faith, the Archbishop will now pass judgment.
Inciting a kingdom noble to rebel. Unlawful entry. The attempted assassination of the Archbishop. An attack on the Holy Mausoleum. It is unnecessary to go on, followers of the Western Church.
What? We have nothing to do with the Western Church.
You have already been identified. Please spare us your second-rate theater.
Dishonoring a holy ceremony is worthy of death for a member of the Church. You are well past the hope of redemption. If you have any grace remaining, you will willingly offer your life as atonement for this crime.
No, this isn't what we were told would happen. We've been deceived!
It's no use arguing. Whatever your excuse, the punishment stands.
May your souls find peace as they return to the goddess.
You know, I love as the head of a church, you're just super okay with executing people. By the way, hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome back to my game show. My name's AJ Gills. How y'all doing? We're playing Fire Emblem, I almost said Fire Emblem Fates. This is Fire Emblem Three Houses. This is the Black Eagles run. I can't speak.
Wait.
Excuse me.
Would never forgive you for our execution.
Monster. We know you've already slaughtered many of our fellow brethren like this.
This concludes the investigation. Please remove these poor lost souls from my sight.
All right, you know, I'm a fair bit farther ahead. I think we're about to enter chapter 5, so I'm like 4 or so, 4 chapters ahead, because I think I just finished chapter 9 on my own time. Even though I still don't have a firm answer to this, I still think that Rhea is evil. You know, I think she's going to be the bad guy at the end, you know, like the whole like big twist ending to this. It's just a theory of mine. I also think that she has some sort of relation to Sothis. I'm not sure exactly how. It's the hair color, the headdress they wear is extremely similar. The biggest thing is, you know, if you've noticed, you know, Sothis has kind of like those elf ears. We've never seen Rhea's ears. I don't know why. It's something's making me feel there's a connection there.
That's that, I suppose. The assassination attempt, the attack on the Holy Mausoleum. It was all the Western Church's doing. That masked knight who led the attack somehow managed to disappear without a trace.
The Church of Serous clearly isn't as unified as it would hope to appear. It seems the bishop of the Western Church was always opposed to the church being ruled centrally from Garreg Mach. Perhaps they hoped to remove the archbishop in order to completely strip the central church of its authority.
Oh, that's right. Geralt mentioned that you were raised without any exposure to the church. In order to function more efficiently, the Church of Serous is split into several smaller entities. The Central Church is the largest, and leads the organization from Garreg Mach.
The Western Church extends from Castle Gaspar, where Lord Lenato rebelled, into the far west. They can be found just beyond the most renowned stronghold of the kingdom, the fortress city of Aryan Road.
It seems the Knights have been tasked with subduing the leaders of the Western Church. We may be given the opportunity to help them with their mission.
To think, our own professor was born in Fodlan, and yet knew nothing of the church. I never imagined explaining something so basic to an instructor of mine. You're something of a special case, are you not?
Do you want to fight, Hubert? I really don't like you.
How strange that the Archbishop would ask someone like that to lead her students. There's clearly more to that decision than we know.
I love how they're all talking about me like I'm not just standing right there.
Lady Rhea is pretty scary sometimes. But to execute that whole group, just like that? It seems harsh, even for her.
Thank you, Caspar. You're the only one who's thinking, hey, isn't that kind of fucked up for a church to do?
If one of us does something bad,
Just saying.
what she would do to us.
Ah, see, Bernadetta taking that extra step.
Do you agree?
There you are, Professor.
Sorry, I
It
jumped a
seems
little
Lady
too
Rhea
quick on
would
that
like
one.
a word with you. Come with me.
the Archbishop lives. Not that I had ever placed much faith in those swine from the Western Church.
I have news, both good and bad.
See, this is something that I've actually liked what this game has done so far, because even for where I am in the game, because like I said, I'm probably a good 3, 4, or 5 hours past where we are now. I still don't know who the hell this guy is. I don't know. I mean, I know his organization. I think they're like the Flame Emperor's Army or something like that. Then there's also like the Ones Who Slither. The Ones Who Slither in the Dark, I think that's what they're called. And also, if you think this is spoiler, no, we knew about the those who slither in the dark, these guys in the Death Knight and all that through preview material and oh god, who's the developer? Intelligent Systems, I think. Them and Nintendo, they released, like character profiles, even for some of the villains. We've known who they are, but I don't know who like their organizations are, even what the hell their goal is at the end of the day. Like even where I am, with everything I know, I don't know what the end goal of the game is. Like I don't know like who the main villain is, what the main goal of these villains are. It's weird. It's something that I usually don't like, but it actually kind of works for this game. It kind of acts like a cool, kind of like a military mystery to solve.
The remains of Serous were not in a tomb. However, something else was. The Sword of the Creator.
Ah, the weapon wielded by that thief, the King of Liberation.
Thief? Huh. At any rate, it is now in the hands of the Academy's new professor. I doubt you will be surprised to hear that the Crest Stone had already been removed from the sword when it was found.
As expected. It would be foolish to keep both in the same location.
There's more. The professor was able to awaken the sword's true power. Even without the Crest Stone, the sword glowed red. The professor's crest is compatible. There is...
Absurd. Using a relic without its Crest Stone should be impossible.
Oh. I'm sorry. This is gonna sound okay. New theory. This isn't necessarily using like story information. There's a support scene with Dorothea. It'll be the next one that we get actually, where she actually hears Byleth's heart and notices how Byleth's heart has no, the Byleth's heart doesn't beat. Weird theory. Byleth is the human embodiment of the Crest Stone. I know it's kind of a weird theory, but it's JRPG. Anything can freaking happen. Also, I can't believe I didn't catch this the first time. This guy's eyes, exact same color as Edelgard's, so I'm gonna guess he's Edelgard's father. I've not, again, don't know this one. I don't know this. I've not seen this character beyond this cutscene, but that's my theory. I'm just throwing out guesses here. Sorry, I keep butting into the dialogue.
I do not have enough information about the professor to act. As for your request, I assent. The Death Knight is at your command. Use him well.
Good. I believe I will enjoy this a great deal.
I cannot thank you enough for defeating those invaders in the Holy Mausoleum, and especially for protecting the Sword of the Creator. That sword is one of the hero's relics, and the most precious artifact in the Church's possession. It is also a weapon of terrifying power.
Yeah, well, it's also mine.
For now, I will entrust
never mind.
the sword to you.
Lady Rhea, wait. Do you truly mean to give the Sword of the Creator to this stranger? Surely it is not the sort of thing one hands over so readily. Even to someone who has the ability to wield it. If someone like Nemesis were to appear again, all of Fodlan would be consumed by war. Nemesis, the King of Liberation. He is an ancient king of mankind who was defeated by Serous over 1,000 years ago. When Fodlan was attacked by wicked gods, it is said that the goddess gifted Nemesis with the Sword of the Creator. Nemesis used that sword to defeat the wicked gods, saving all of Fodlan. Henceforth, he was dubbed the King of Liberation. However,
His power began to corrupt him until he himself turned to the darkness. Saint Serous was forced to destroy him.
I assume that was that opening cutscene where that woman who looked surprisingly a lot like Rhea, makes me think, was, took the sword up to her face, the blood stain on her cheek. Again, willing to bet that Saint Serous and Rhea are the same person, but again, theory, I don't know. And I could just be making wild guesses here.
Given a little more time, we could more accurately assess this stranger's abilities.
No. I have faith, Sereth. Faith that our friend here will not be corrupted by wickedness. Since the death of Nemesis, none have been able to wield the sword of the Creator. Now, after all those long years of being sealed away, it has returned and found a new master.
I understand. As you wish, Lady Rhea. There you have it, Professor. See that you do not betray the trust the Archbishop has seen fit to bestow upon you.
The Sword of the Creator? The King of Liberation? Each tale is more confusing than the last. And I really can't read that Rhea at all. That sword is clearly precious. So why is she so keen to gift the thing to you? I feel as though we have become entangled in a mystery. And there is one more thing that has been plaguing me. The Sword of the Creator. It somehow feels distinct from other relics we have seen. Such as the one that... Oh goodness, what was her name?
Catherine.
Yes, her. The Sword of the Creator is different from her Thunderbrand in one key way. It bears a hole. I despise not knowing what is going on. It frightens me. And yet, I place my trust in you. I must. Whatever comes to pass, please swear to cut a path that is your own.
Again, is speaking from as somebody who's seen further into the game, and like I said, I'm at the end of Chapter 9. I'm moving into Chapter 10. Sothis is a really important figure. I kind of leave it at that. We get the name drop a little later, but again, I think it just kind of feeds into my theory that Byleth isn't necessarily a person.
The ceaseless rains that satiate the verdant landscape of Fodlan are accompanied by fierce winds and mighty roars of thunder. This abundance of rain, sparkling as it falls against beams of emerging sunlight, is a constant reminder to the people of Fodlan that nature is ever wild and unpredictable. For when the rain finally does take pause, the clouds part and give way to a glorious rainbow.
I like these little month intros where it kind of gives you the mythology of the church. What I was saying. No, I think it gives a little, once we find out a little bit more about Sothis, I think it actually gives credence to my theory that Byleth might be the human embodiment of the Crest Stone for the Sword of the Creator. And again, in a cool kind of like gameplay wise, it shows why the Sword of the Creator isn't like super OP. In all honesty, I really don't use it. I really don't. I generally stick to sword and bow, really.
I have a new mission for you, Professor. I would like for you to take your students into Kingdom territory to eliminate some thieves.
They stole a hero's relic from House Gautier of the Holy Kingdom of Fargus, the Lance of Ruin. Their leader's name is Miklan. He is apparently a disowned son of House Gautier. This skirmish involves a holy relic, and is therefore more than a single noble is capable of resolving. The hero's relics are immensely powerful weapons. We must meet this threat with adequate force. Unfortunately, most of the Knights of Serous are away from the monastery, purging the apostates of the Western Church. So we are entrusting you with this mission. After all, you wield the Sword of the Creator, which is more than capable of opposing any relic.
The Sword of the Creator is a powerful weapon well beyond the other relics. You have nothing to fear. However, to ensure that no harm comes to the students, we will also send the monastery's most skilled individuals to aid you.
I must remind you that you are expected to conduct yourself in a manner befitting the wielder of that holy sword. Also, you should know that Professor Hanneman has been looking for you. That is all.
Professor,
No,
I heard about our mission for this month.
Sorry, I'm going to keep interjecting here. Like I was saying, they keep talking about how the sword is so much more powerful than all the other relics that we've seen. You know, like Thunderbrand, this Lance of Ruin that we're about to see, which actually, if you play as the Blue Lions, because House Gautier is the house of, what's his name, Sylvain. You actually get that weapon, and Sylvain can use it. There's another Blue Lion who, if you do a paralog, you get their Holy Relic weapon. It's actually kind of cool. Like, I think, because I also have Catherine on my team, so I've got 4 Holy Relics. Again, I really don't use them. They're not, because to recover uses with them is kind of a pain, because you can't do anything for that week. Either way, I'm getting off topic here. It's interesting, though. But the way that, you know, of all the Holy Relics I've seen, really the Sword of the Creator isn't that strong. In comparison, it's basically the same. But again, my theory for that is it's because it's missing the Crest Stone. It's not at full power. And again, maybe that's because Byleth hasn't realized what he is. Again, it's like I said, it's Dorothea saying he has no heartbeat. There's scenes where I've seen characters talk about how he's emotionless, which I've just kind of thought was just because we're that blank slate main character. But if they're going to actually tie that into the story, it makes a little bit more sense.
A thief with a hero's relic is worrisome. But with you at our side, I'm certain we can handle him. After all, you have the Sword of the Creator. It was allegedly wielded by Nemesis, the King of Liberation. If the legends are true, you hold the power to stand against entire armies. A band of thieves should be nothing. Even the most elite Imperial forces or the Knights of Serous could not hope to defeat you. Is that so? Even if those forces were to hurt someone precious to you? Can you say with full confidence that you would not turn your sword on them if that were to happen? You know, your power does not lie solely in the Sword of the Creator. You are stronger and more than you realize. Professor, when we leave the monastery, will you still think of yourself as my teacher? Never mind. I'm being thoughtless with my words. For now, let's just focus on the problem at hand.
Good of you to come, Professor. I've heard much about you lately. Specifically, that you are able to awaken the Sword of the Creator's power. Thusly, it seems the true nature of your crest has been uncovered. I had, of course, seen your crest before. However, at first, I failed to recognize its true nature. Eventually, it dawned on me that what is visible is perhaps merely a small part of a greater whole. In other words, your crest is too significant to be detected when using normal instruments. After this discovery, I began researching crests that might fit that description, which allowed for a temporary hypothesis. However, I could not be certain. The crest my conclusions led me to was far too unusual. A crest thought to have disappeared from this world in the millennium since the fall of Nemesis, the King of Liberation. The Crest of Flames. That is what you possess. Your ability to...
Why give me a dialogue option there?
...has unequivocally proven my hypothesis. A legendary power, dormant since time immemorial, and now resurrected. There can be no doubt that this ancient power resides within you.
Yeah, I am sorry that I've been kind of talking about stuff that happens in the future. I promise I will let off that. You know, let's host a tea party. This tea party crap is weird. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, like I said,
What a lovely...
I'll lay off, you know, the stuff we learn in the future. But yeah, I mean, that's my theory for Byleth. But I don't know. There's something going on with him. Oh, well, that sucks.
Huh?
No. Really? All right. In all honesty, I don't like Manuela that much. I find her kind of annoying.
Thanks for the treat.
Oh, jeez. Well, I guess the thought that counts. Curious how Edelgard. Oh, cool. Support with Edelgard.
Save.
Is that a ghost?
A ghost, perhaps? No, that is surely not the case. What is that look upon your face? I am no ghost, if that is what was on your mind.
No. Who's there? Professor, what are you doing here?
If you were having a bad dream, why are you in your full academy uniform?
Oh? Perhaps I was talking in my sleep. Ah, so you heard me then. Yes, it was a nightmare. I've had them since I was a child. Stupid, pointless dreams I can't control. It's terribly frustrating. No, they're just worthless dreams of the past. Talking about it won't change a thing. I had a feeling you'd say that. I suppose I could try, but only if you swear not to tell a soul. I appreciate it. I dream of my older brother, paralyzed, helpless. My older sister crying for help that never came. The youngest babbling words beyond meaning. I see my family dying slowly, waiting in the darkest depths for a glimmer of light. I once had 10 siblings, 8 older and 2 younger. Such a large family, and yet I became the heir to the throne. Do you know why?
Ooh, they all died.
The last one of them was crippled by disease, or lost their mind, or died. I was the only one left who could inherit the throne. Things kept getting worse. The darkness kept getting darker. In the end, I was the only one who survived. The nightmares are a reminder to never forget, to never allow such terrible things to happen again. Even now, I'm the only one who can carry the weight of the Adrestian Empire. The future of the Empire, of everything, depends on me. I shared more than I intended to. I suppose there's something in the air tonight. I've never told anyone about my past before. Please, forget I said anything. Sleep well, my teacher.
You know, I like the supports with Byleth because, you know, I talked about this in the last video that we did the supports in, that they feel like and it's hard not to do this. It's something I've noticed watching other Fire Emblem games, that a lot of times they do the scenes kind of end up being, oh, we're what is it? It's basically it's two personalities, and what happens if we have them meet up with each other. You know, it kind of like with Bernadetta meeting up with Hubert. Hubert's creepy. Bernadetta's, you know, an introvert and, you know, socially phobic. So, you know, what happens if those two meet? What happens if Caspar, who's, you know, that, you know, aggressive kind of person, meets with Hubert? What happens if, you know, all that? But then you have the scenes where they meet with Byleth. You get a little bit more into who they are. Again, I've noticed that with Dimitri. I've noticed with Edelgard. I'm sure it's going to happen with Claude as well. It gives you a little bit of a look into their past and who the lords are as people. And again, same with the other characters. It's an interesting way to do things. I still wish we saw some more character out of the other guys, but you know, take what you can get, I suppose. I still need higher sword, higher authority for Edelgard. Yep, already that. Everyone else. Oh, Dorothea can take the next level, and we will make her a mage. Excuse me. If you haven't noticed by the... Oh, you know. If you haven't noticed by the fact that there's this video and going to be like another 3 or 4 by the end of the day, I'm spending another day just playing Fire Emblem because I love this game. It's so good. It's so fun. I love the game. I love the characters. I love the gameplay. Just everything about it, man.
With this idea, I may be able to get the one-up on Edelgard.
This again.
Hubert! I wish you would not sneak up on me like that.
Maybe you would be more perceptive if your mind were less burdened by sedition.
Sedition? Absurd. This is an important project.
Yes, I heard. A new way to prove how superior you are to Lady Edelgard.
That's not sedition. He's not planning like a revolt. He's just trying to prove he's better. And like I mean, he might want the throne, but again, he's not gonna outright kill her for the throne. You know, like in he's not gonna, kill her like Caesar.
She is not your rival, Ferdinand. She is above you.
You're really fucking creepy, Hubert.
You ought to know his place.
Anything is better than being a noble like you. Every time you open your mouth, it's Lady Edelgard this or Lady Edelgard that. Do you ever think for yourself? You follow her around like a pet. You spend all of your time fretting over her, and yet you never truly express an opinion of your own.
You know, it's an interesting point that Ferdinand makes, because really, Hubert and Dedu, the big tall dude that hangs out with Dimitri of the Blue Lions, really similar characters. I like Dedu a lot better because I think it makes a lot more sense given his backstory and just his personality. It makes a lot more sense that he's very much, he's Dimitri's shield. Hubert just seems to be an ass kisser, other than just also being really creepy. I don't know. I don't like Hubert. I think he's funny at times. I just really don't like him.
Before you reprimand me, take a moment to consider your own failings.
Your nonsense is tiresome, so I hope this will be the last time I have to remind you. Lady Edelgard is the Imperial Princess. You are merely the Prime Minister's son.
Yes, I understand that. But my duty is to guide her, to give frank advice when she is on the wrong course of action. That is what I strive to do, always. Thus my devotion to surpass Edelgard, so that if she needs guidance, I will be prepared to give it. If you think it is tiresome to have a mind of your own, you will never be much of an advisor.
Does the river of filth pouring out of your mouth ever stop flowing?
No, he's right, you moron.
Obsession with all things superficial is disgusting. It's no use. You're hopeless. I'll take my leave.
I have nothing more to say to you. Get out of here.
I hope more often that this is how I'm going to be able to do supports, like in smaller doses instead of having to do them like I did in that first video with all the supports. Jesus Christ, there were a lot of them.
Completely unreasonable. How will I see to this?
Hubie, what are you doing here?
Hubie.
A routine matter. No cause for concern.
Ah, so it's something to do with 80 then.
And?
She really is all you ever think about, isn't she? Look, I know you're doing all this so that she'll like you, but if you go too far, she'll end up pushing you away. Maybe even hate you.
This has nothing to do with swaying Lady Edelgard's sentiments. I am simply her humble servant. I do what is in her best interest. Whether she cares for me or not is irrelevant.
It really doesn't look that way to me. I bet you'd follow any order Adi gave if you thought it would make her like you. Am I right?
Any order? What a thing to suggest. But the answer is no. I will decline any directive that I deem would not be beneficial to her.
Is that right? So, just for example, if Adi commanded you to find yourself a suitable wife, would you do it?
If it would benefit her in some way for me to marry, then yes, I would marry.
It It's easy to say that now, with no bridal party in sight. But if it was the day of the wedding? Nah, I don't believe that.
I don't care what you believe. My only wish is to see Lady Edelgard fulfill her ambitions. All other matters pale in comparison.
Hubie, pale in comparison? You've seen too many operas. I don't think you understand how the world works. At all.
And I don't care what you think either. I would make any sacrifice to support Lady Edelgard. It's a shame you've never experienced such devotion.
You're right. I don't have anyone like that right now. But maybe someday I will.
You're a professor. Professor.
Then maybe someday you'll understand. Until then, we will never see eye to eye. Now, if you will excuse me, I have much to do.
Have I?
I don't get you. Although I do find your point of view just fascinating.
Have you figured out that Dorothea is my favorite character? I love Dorothea. She's got a little bit more depth than you'd think she'd have, but honestly, I think she's just hot. So, you know, that's just kind of my thing. Oh, what are my levels at right now? 13, 9. Okay, everybody's just below. And also, what are our... Okay, motivation's not super low, so we don't need to rest. I don't need to rest to boost sort of creator. Okay, so we can explore. All right, sorry, I was thinking about what all I have to do and whatnot. Let's talk to Sothis.
A stone. I do not understand. Yet, as I think of it, the pounding in my chest grows faster still. But is that me? Or is it you?
I've said it once. I've said it 1,000 freaking times. I love her voice. It's just, there's something just that's so soothing about it. Bandit spot on the usual trade routes. Assistance is needed. Please maintain constant training regimen, herbal remedies. Anyone with materials? Oh, cool! We finally get the the blacksmith. There we go.
Hello. I'm not secretly eating cake.
Yeah, I don't believe you.
Okay. Oh, fine. You got me. But keep it a secret, alright?
Why do you have to keep it a secret that you're eating cake? Whatever. He's away doing needlework. Well, that's Bernadetta's. Oh, crap.
I've been looking for this.
Oh, okay. You know, I've been thinking about this game because I mean, if it's not obvious with how much I've played it on my own, how much I'm playing it right now, especially because it seems like the last couple days that I've recorded, I took a day off yesterday because honestly I had the day off from work. I needed to catch up on some sleep, and I just you know, just want to take a day off. I don't need to explain myself. Either way, oh, cool. I didn't notice that in the bottom. It actually tells you whose room this is. Nifty. Was I thinking? All right, there's a few things that I would like to see different. You know, the shorter one that I can explain. I would like to see knives be a weapon in this game. Not necessarily because I think we need more weapons or that we... Because I can understand, you know, that they probably didn't want to have another weapon class, that they didn't want to have, you know, that it's a little much. But I mean, with the fact that there's no weapon triangle or anything, that you have like thief and assassin classes, I feel like daggers would have made sense, especially because a few characters like Byleth has a knife or a dagger on his person. If you've noticed that Manuela, I think strapped around her thigh is like a kunai belt. You know, it's just, I feel like knives or something would have made sense in this game. And I kind of wish that they would have thrown that in there.
Think of it. The sword of the Creator, belonging to the ancient king Nemesis. You have to master it as soon as you can. I can't wait to face off against such a Join me for some training sometime. I might
Join my class. Oh, right. He likes speed. I forgot about that. For some reason, I think he's strictly strength and sword. No, he's speed and sword.
Hey, Teach, I hear you were able to use the Sword of the Creator. That means... What does that mean? Could it mean...
That's a very good question, Claude.
Nemesis, the King of Liberation?
Hey, I heard about the things you did. I'm so glad, late. I figure you're a great person.
Okay, I can't ask him to join yet. He's the first guy that I've been able to recruit in my house. Cool character. Starts off with a skill in axes and brawling. I think I'm classing him up to be a wyvern rider. God damn it! I keep saying I'm gonna stop. Why did I open this menu? I can't fucking remember. I said I was gonna stop trying to stop talking about the stuff I've done in my other series or my other playthrough and or the future stuff. But God, I can't stop it. It's like a tick.
Things are finally calm again, and so I've come here to... Let me tell you, I put all of my knowledge to use keeping those kids alive. Still, the truth of it is that when someone faces death for the first time, well, they figure out who they are. They learn if they can do it again. We can't lose them, Professor. Not to battle or to cowardice. If you can keep them going, then I will too.
What can she trade me in? Faith, sword? Actually, yeah, I'd take a boost in sword in all honesty.
The glory of...
Oh yeah, I picked up Grounder. It's a skill, I'm trying to remember. It's an anti-flyer combat art. What was I talking about? Holy shit, lost my train of thought. Oh right, yeah, I said I'd stop talking about shit, and yeah, and then I just keep doing it. Like I said, it's kind of like going "Bah!" whenever Mickey Mouse is talking in Kingdom Hearts. It's like a tick. I gotta do it. Oh right, I was also talking about the things that I kind of wish that would have been in this game, and like I said, I wish daggers were a weapon just because I think it would make sense with some of the class, and I would have liked to see it. It's not a massive change, and again, everything I'm going to talk about, the two things I'm going to talk about right now, really aren't massive, but it's just stuff I would have liked to have seen. The other thing is a voiced and named protagonist.
Why is that fish so still? Wait, perhaps it is resigned to its woeful fate of being plucked from the water and eaten. Ah, Professor, you are so outgoing with all of the students. I would like to have more opportunities to connect with you. Though might you help me with a favor?
What was I saying? Oh, right, yeah, a voice protagonist and a named protagonist. This is just something that's always bugged me about JRPGs. A lot of the times, it's, oh, you can name your character yourself. FE10, or not FE10, FF10, Final Fantasy X, one of my favorites. Lets you name the main character, but I just always call him Titus, he's supposed to be named. Or, like they plan to have named him. Just like, my character here is Byleth. But they never call them Titus or Byleth or whatever name you name them in the Persona games. To me, it's always kind of felt like, it's kind of like the voiceless protagonist thing. It kind of ties into it. It makes me feel like I'm not part of the story. Just because everybody refers to me as you, or in this one, Professor, Persona 5, it's Joker. Or again, you or something. It feels so impersonal. I don't like it. I prefer it if the characters do refer to me by my character's name.
I could use your help.
And quest battles, blah, blah, blah. Or, give me a chance to pick from a list of names that do have an audio bit to it. It's just, it annoys me. Again, it feels like my character is not important enough to the plot to be named to have a place in the story. Or it's not even that I don't have a place in the story. I have a place in the story, but I'm not...
Think of it. Last month there was something to report, wasn't there? I never realized that bandits had entered.
I'm not a great guard after all, am I?
Apparently not.
Forgive me one day.
I don't know. It's kind of like with it's my whole thing with the silent protagonist. It kind of feels like we're always observing. You know, it's not like it's even though we're the ones taking the actions and pushing the story, we aren't. We're watching everything happen in cutscenes and, you know, kind of like watching from afar. I've never liked it. It's just it's stuff that's always kind of bugged me.
Knew I could count on you.
And now we have access to the Blacksmith, where we can forge and repair. Basically, forge is, you know, it makes weapons better. Ooh, I can actually make it a steel lance. Cost same number of smithing stones. Now, why do it for Byleth? The only reason I have the lance, in all honesty, is to,
Is this it? There you go.
Yeah, that's the better move. You need smithing stones and, what is it? Smithing stones and gold. And then here, smithing stones can be used to repair stuff.
Come back anytime.
What was I talking about? Yeah, again, it's just the whole silent protagonist thing. I've never been a fan of it. And, yeah, I just kind of wish that they named the protagonist again. I'm watching a, Fire Emblem Echoes Let's Play right now. You know, and again, character's voiced, character has a name. I like that. I don't like the silent protagonist thing. I never really, I never have. But again, that might just be me, and it's just something weird with me. I don't know. But yeah, those are about the two things that I really want. And I'm not even saying this game's bad because it doesn't have them. Actually, I really love this game. Again, if it's not obvious by how much I've been playing it and how much I'm talking about it, I fucking love this game.
Professor, if I may introduce myself, I am Gilbert. My life has been spent as a dedicated knight. I am to accompany you on your assignment. I may have slowed a step in recent years, but I pledge to you the full extent of my abilities. No, Professor. The pleasure.
You can teach me in the spear. I keep saying spear. In the lance, axe, heavy armor, and writing. You know, I've not. I was meaning to bring this up. The
Professor,
actually, is she gonna?
Please leave Sylvain alone for the time being. The thing is, the bandits' leader who stole the relic is Sylvain's disinherited older brother.
Yeah, there we go.
Hi, Professor. I've actually got plans.
Okay, what do I need? I need dex and flying for her because she's a really good Pegasus Knight. Like she just said, the villain guy that we're going after in this one is Sylvain's brother, and he was. I'm trying to remember, why was he disinherited? He was disinherited because he was born without a crest.
I have heard that someone from House Gautier, one of the Kingdom of Fargus's noble families. What a complete disgrace to the nobility.
I believe this.
Most kind.
There we go. I hate you still. It's mostly his haircut. But yeah, that's the whole thing with Sylvain and everything in this one. It's the fact that Sylvain's brother was disinherited for not having a crest. And it's basically the big driving factor for what happens in this chapter. So, again, I will leave it at that, so as to not spoil probably the next video, because, as I've said, we're pretty much doing the month leading up to the big battle at the end in one video, and then the battle at the end of the month in another.
It's unheard of.
And just last month, the sword of the Creator was almost stolen too.
Also quite unheard of. What impudence.
For House Gautier to invite us onto their land, but at least we'll have the stalwart knights ready to stand around and watch us do all the work.
I mean, Hubert's not wrong there, but I still hate you. I really hate that guy.
Some people are unhappy because they don't have the crest they want. And some are unhappy because they have a crest they never asked for.
You know, I really can't wait to play the Golden Deer playthrough. Because I think a lot of their characters I don't think are as interesting, or that's not necessarily true. I think on the surface a lot of them are kind of bland, but I think that deep down they're all they're gonna have something. I I don't know. Deep down, they're gonna have something really interesting about them. You know, like Marianne, like she seems really kind of glum and sad. But I'm really curious to see how she's gonna be. You know, like when I spend more time with her.
Serous in the Holy Mausoleum should have held her remains. Instead, it held the sword of the Creator. What could it mean?
Again, my theory is that Lady Rhea is Serous, and she faked her death and started this whole religion. I wholeheartedly believe that. Where's Thomas? Or Tomas. I've been going with Thomas until I hear it pronounced.
So, the head of the Western Church holds the title of bishop. That's not as distinguished as an archbishop, such as Lady Rhea, but it still comes with a fair amount of... If someone in that position plotted an assassination, I cannot help but think it must have been instigated by some outside force. There are bishops in the Eastern Church as well, but to speak frankly, they are under the influence of both the Archbishop and the Leicester Alliance, so their ability to voice grievances is quite limited.
You know, I get a problem with the way that the Leicester Alliance's name, how it's spelled, and the way it's pronounced. You got to take that I after the E. Leicester. It really bothers me because I would assume that would be Leicester Alliance, not Leicester. I don't know. I just feel like that's incorrect.
You acquitted yourself honorably last month. To think they'd go into the Holy Mausoleum and assault the Goddess Tower. I cannot imagine the Western Church was acting on its own. As for the masked knight who escaped, his days are numbered. I hope we find him soon, so I can kill him myself.
I really like her. I'm not gonna lie. I really like Catherine.
I am Rodrigue Achille Fraudarius. I bear the great honor of serving as a lord in the kingdom of Fargus. I have come in Margrave Gautier's stead to retrieve their stolen relic. However, as I hear it, a group of students is to attend to this matter. I sincerely hope no harm comes to any of them.
If I remember correctly, he is the father to Felix, and the kind of like adoptive uncle, sort of, or the kind of like a father figure to Dimitri, the head of the Blue Lions. I believe is the connection.
I can't believe my own brother is the leader of the bandits. House Gautier is my true home. And his. Please, Professor. He really is one of the worst people I've ever known. But we share the same blood. We're still family.
Well, I mean, the reason he's so pissed off is because he was disowned for not having a crest. He's not necessarily... It was one of those... Is he a bad guy by nature? Or is he a bad guy because shit happened to him and he became bitter? You know, I mean, there's some questions that you have to ask there.
I got a girl waiting.
You need charm and reason magic with him. Interesting.
Oh.
I want to bring him onto my team because I like him. So I should look into getting better skilled with the reason magic.
This has been my first time to the Kingdom's North. I hear the people of North are cold and have much loneliness. Professor, I hear you have worked as a mercenary in the Kingdom. Did you find joy in this? You cannot remember? Is that having possibility? I am amazed.
I love the way she speaks. It's so fun.
That's right. I heard a relic was stolen. If this had something to do with a family conflict, I don't think I could choose a side. What if it's some kind of powerful weapon? I want one too. I know relics aren't easy to come by, but I'd still like to get my hands on one.
God, I love Gaspar. Use lipstick. Oh yeah, that's Sylvain. Exotic feather, actually, because she's over here.
This is being Professor. You can.
And lost items. Where was it? Booster motivation. Gave me support between me and... Activate that. Doesn't look like I can, and the only thing we can do is wait. So I'm going to head up to the second floor, pick up some of these quests.
Really?
Professor. Geralt was looking for... It seems he has gone off somewhere. If he is not in his room, then surely someone has seen him. Ask around. I have something to ask of you.
And taking one. Okay, that's doing faculty training. I don't really need training in the sword. Actually, I would like training in flying, because I do want to pick up Ingrid.
I am trusting you. You must be... However, know that I believe in you. I have no doubt that you will use that power just... You will most certainly fulfill the grand destiny that the goddess has seen fit to grant you. May I ask a favor of you?
And lightning herbs, bravery herbs, faculty train. What she can give me that reason magic boost. Yeah, I'll take it. Ooh, that was a pretty good pickup. But I can't do any more training or anything like that because this last this last boost I want to, or this last activity point I want to use by entering a fighting tournament.
Are you looking for Captain Gerald? He was talking with a female knight, but I didn't get a good look at him. Hey, I hope we get a chance to... I know I'm in a different...
Alright, and yeah, we need strength and lance skills.
Oh my, the crap. No, that is quite enough. I should compose myself. I must remember...
Blah, blah, blah. I respect your self-control. And he can train me in as well.
Hi. Don't you think Professor
Nuts.
Hanneman's been acting a bit... Maybe he's made some kind...
Yeah, Hanneman's crazy. Let's just leave him be. God damn it, I hate this cloak. I hate the loose sleeves. I wouldn't even mind that, you know, if you wore the sleeves correctly, but it's the flopping sleeves behind him. It annoys me. I'd much rather it either just be a cape or something other than this. But I don't like it. Alright, talk to everyone here. Gonna be lazy. Oh, actually, look, we can go talk to Petra if we go right to our personal quarters. Where else do I want to go? Catherine, to talk to her about that. Let's just head to the cathedral. We'll go talk to the counselor or whoever the hell has that question box.
Right.
Yeah, it is counselor. Okay, this is from Linhart. I'm an only child. Because of this, I was worried that my parents... what do you say is more important than a title? They should adapt Caspar. Damn it. Being a bit... Okay, this is, Yeah! It's from Mercedes. Or Mercedes. However they pronounce it. That's not exactly like Mercedes, but it annoys me. Someone who's interested in art. I believe that's, or that's Bernadetta.
Saint Serous' body was missing from her coffin, but they found a sword in its place. Do you think she moved from her coffin and left the sword behind?
Oh, she's so interesting.
I'm already having so much fun in my current class.
So many people have absolutely fallen in love with Mercedes. There's something about her that I just find so boring. It's just because, you know, she is that kind of like caring older sister, and she's so soft spoken, and she's a little ditzy. But yeah, I find her just kind of meh.
So the whole plan to attack the monastery was some plot devised by the Western Church? That means they used Lenato. What right do they have to drag a good man like him into their schemes?
Actually, this guy, I really like Ash.
You're invited. I'm really flattered. Honestly.
He's a really fun character.
Right. Hey!
And pick up this crap.
You have helped me so much.
Quest complete. Picked up a whole bunch of stuff, and now we find out what we can use renown for. When you complete quests, paralogs, and auxiliary battles, you will earn renown, which can be sent to restore the statues of the Four Saints. As you restore the statues, you will gain various bonuses to your unit strengths. Actually, I really like this idea.
Need something.
So basically, you know, like when we're learning lance skills, we get +1 to that, and, you know, and it goes down the line. With this, it's axe, authority, experience, blah blah blah. As you notice, some of them you actually get additional charges to the Divine Pulse. Actually, all of them have a Divine Pulse upgrade. Let's go lance skills.
You're all set.
Actually, I'm going to go pretty deep into this one.
You're all
boost axes, boost authority.
You're all set. This one.
Experience +5.
You're all set. This one.
There we go. I wanted the flying. I wanted the flying +2. And while we're here, might as well spend the 1,000. Get divine pulse +1.
This one.
Boost sword skills and boost reason.
You're all this one. You're all this one. You're all set.
Okay, I don't have enough for the next Divine Pulse. Might as well just come over here and boost what we can.
This one. You're all set. This one. You're all set.
There we go.
See you again soon.
Alright, no one else to talk to. We've gotten a lot of boosts. Probably should have done that before I started doing my faculty training for this month. Oh well. Alright, let's head back into the monastery, finish up some of these quests, and get on with the month.
So, you have a crest too, eh, Professor? Does that mean you're descended from nobility? You've certainly got the look for it. I sure do wish there were more nobles like you, Professor. A teacher, a mercenary, and so very mysterious. How could a girl ever get enough?
Stop flirting with me. I might just fall in love with you. Oh, who am I kidding? I already have.
Swinging a sword about in the holy mausoleum? The potential for damage is too great to imagine. I sincerely hope the saints' coffins were not damaged. Were you using magic? I've heard you weren't, but it's torture not being able to go inside the holy mausoleum for an entire year.
Have I mentioned how much I love Linhardt? There's part of me that feels like I shouldn't, because he's kind of an annoying character. But God, he's so much fun.
I'll gladly.
That's from, that's for the quest for... Holy crap, why can't Rhea, that's her name.
Professor, if you're heading to the kingdom, I would recommend taking a coat. It's chilly, even at this time of year. It also rains a fair bit. Don't get caught out there without protection, or you're sure to catch a cold.
Oh, Annette. Actually a pretty powerful mage.
Aristocrats are fools, allowing their lives to be dictated by their crests. Though, I suppose I am much the same in that regard.
I thought school life would be peaceful and quiet, with a sprinkle of drama to keep things interesting. But since you arrived, it's been one thing after another. Is that just a coincidence, I wonder? What do you mean? I don't like the way you said that. Stop trying to spook me.
Oh, Hilda, you. I can't tell if I actually. Again, it's her along with a lot of the other golden deer. I can't tell if I like them or hate them.
Hey, Professor. How important can that stuff really be? Personally, I don't even care that I don't have a crest. I'll take muscles over crests any day. Heck, I'll take muscles over a hot meal. Actually...
Yeah, I'd go the other way around myself. Yeah, just 'cause I can't tell how much I like some of these guys because I don't fully know them. But I mean, there are some interesting characters in the Golden Deer. It's just some of them are, I don't know. Just on the front, just kind of make me go, God, you guys kind of bug me. Kind of like Hilda. But I feel like there's going to be something like, there's something more there. I'm not secretly eating cake.
Thank you.
I appreciate your effort.
There we go. We did Rhea's quest. Any other quests? Nope. Maintaining your training. Take on more missions. Okay, so yeah, we need to do missions, and actually we can do both. No. Those are separate battles. Never mind. Maintaining your training and the merchant's mission they're both different missions. Although I think Serous is time-based.
Professor, I am not understanding where the meaning is here. When and how is this expression used? I fell for it. No, that is what you say when you meet the mate of your soul. The expression is, I fell for it. Thank you, Professor. I finally have understanding. Can I ask you about another word? The one that is written here. Is something on my face?
Your cheeks are in your face. I admire you. Yeah.
Is that really what you are thinking? Or maybe you have curiosity about the mark on my face? You are already knowing that I am from Brigid. This is a mark from Brigid. It is a prayer to the forest spirits, a prayer to be protected. Hunters ask the forest spirits to have safe and bountiful hunting. There are many spirits in Brigid. I have more marks on my arms and back. They are prayers for my family's health and triumph. Are you wanting to see them?
Sure.
That gives me happiness. If there is ever the chance, you will see them. I have much gratitude for you, Professor.
I feel like she's hitting on us here.
I can read and understand the language of Fodlan, but to speak it gives me difficulty. I hope I will keep having your support, and I will give you my support too, with my whole heart. I have things that I cannot fail to accomplish.
I don't know, maybe it's because I'm a dirty old man. Maybe that's why.
Yes, we will keep walking forward.
Yay, higher support level. Let's head here into the training grounds. I'm sure there's people up here that we can talk to.
The Western Church, the Central Church. They believe in the same goddess, but oppose one another. Fodlan is a complicated place.
I am sorry that the kingdom's unrest did not stop with Lord Lonato. Professor, the hero's relic.
Yeah. Oh, I can't give him stuff.
Mercedes. Her face looks familiar.
I really don't like that guy. He freaks me out, man. In the House versus House Lance tournament, Ferdinand is our Lance user, so... I'm just gonna kind of fast forward. He took a lot more damage in that one than I really would have liked him to. And Ferdinand and Sylvain. I lose. Damn. Oh, that's an God damn it. Oh, well. Shit happens. Intermediate seals aren't hard to come by. It was just a free one. Because, I mean, I can buy 3 of them a month. And then they keep, what's the term? Every month, the store gets new stock of them. So, it's not like I'm missing out. It's just, it was a chance to get a free one.
Oh. I am Rodrigue.
Yeah, I already talked to you.
Gerald? He said something about visiting a grave. There's a graveyard attached to the monastery, so you'll probably find him there. I can't remember where the graveyard is, but I bet...
Oh, please tell me. Oh, I gotta go talk to Sedith again. Really? We can't just run around and probably find it? I act like the monastery is so like, you know, like in every bit of dialogue, it's like, oh, the monastery is so freaking big. It's really not.
Go back. It can be a little hard to find. Would you? Very well.
Yeah. See, she really couldn't have just... How does she not know where that place is? It's literally where she is and hang a right. Whatever.
Hi.
Hey. I wanted to ask you to join me, but I couldn't find you. So, here I am. I was thinking we should visit. She's resting beneath this humble grave.
God damn it, that pause. I thought his dialogue was done. It's the grave of his mother if he didn't read the subtitles.
Oh. Of course you would ask that. I wouldn't know where to begin. I suppose I haven't talked much about her. She was gentle and smart. Oh, so smart. A wonderful cook. Always kind to everyone. And she loved flowers. Whenever I brought her back an unusual flower, her face would light up. I cherish those memories. I can't count how many times she made me happy just by smiling. And she smiled the most when she was pregnant with you. She died right after you were born. She wasn't able to spend much time with you, but she loved you with all her heart. That's the truest thing I know. Never forget it.
Damn chair.
This ring is the only keepsake I have of her. In time, it will be yours. One day, I hope you'll give this ring to someone you love as well as I love her.
Aww.
You have my thanks.
There we go. Alright, that's all the missions that we can complete here. All of our activity points. We've talked to everyone. Time to begin instructing. Alright, let's see here. Who's assigned to what group task? They're on stable duty. I'm getting Linhart already I'm getting Linhart ready for I'm getting Linhart ready to become a why can't I think what it is? A mounted mage. And same with with Bernadetta. Getting having her get ready to be a bow knight. So yeah, I guess I'll keep them doing what they're doing. I need to boost Edelgard's her sword and
I still
come on. Yeah.
I won't
Praise her. She got that level up. I could give her that authority.
Nothing worth.
Skill up in that. Higher reason magic. She's getting close to unlocking the budding talent. He's doing well in what he's learning. Have I started training him in the lance? What to do? Ah, crap, I only had one thing with him. What next? Let's start teaching Caspar a little bit.
Thanks for your help.
Boost his authority. Just trying to give him... Just trying to make it so I can give him some better... why can't I think what they're called? Some better battalions.
Nick! I'll get it. Nailed. Thanks for your...
Trying to get him at least up to rank C in that. Dorothea's doing pretty well. Already unlocked her talent for that. In one session I can get her authority up. She picked up an ability that I did not read, and I should have. Oh, okay, I'm done, I guess. Alright, let's begin the lecture. Sorry, should I just skip me? I don't have a question to ask. How would I even think of one? You just did.
Wow, you're a genius!
Holy crap, that was the right answer?
Professor?
Reason skills to become a warlock. Honestly, her reason skills are going up high enough on their own. I mean, it's kind of weird to me, though, that once you get into the very final, I think they're called the master units, or the master classes, or whatever.
Okay, let's give it a try.
Both levels of mages become the same. I think it's called the Gremory. Basically, it's a skilled mage, be it either in dark magic, light magic, both.
I'd never have learned this back.
Oh, I see now.
And Dorothea learns heal. So now I have another healer. Alright, let's see here. Take a look at abilities. No, his is good. His is good. Linhardt's fine. Right, Dorothea. She got Rally Charm, which isn't super useful for us right now. Keep going. No, we're good. Okay, went fully around there. How about combat arts? Just making sure everybody's got everything equipped. Okay, she's good there. Curve shot, Bane of Monsters. So I'm going to equip, especially because she's a bow user as well. Because I'm training her with bow and everything. Actually, crap, I picked Grounder up. I don't need Grounder because I can just use a bow. So actually, Bane of Monsters is probably a better sword technique for her. Okay, battalions. I think we're good on battalions for right now. Let's take a look at battle. And we have 2 quests. We have maintaining training and clearing the way. Both take up our ability points for the month. Let's take on some bandits. And you know what? Actually, I'll end the video on this after this fight, so you get a little bit of combat in this video. Just to keep us from having another like hour and 50-some minute setting up for the final mission, and then a 30-minute final mission video. I don't know. I think that's probably a better way to split these up. Tower of Black Winds. Alright, let's take a look at the map. Okay, I remember this one. Zoom out a little bit. Alright, so we got the boss over here. He's got bullion. Range, mostly axe units. Okay. Straightforward map. Excuse me. Ooh, actually, I do want to head out. I made a small mistake. Or not a mistake. Oh, please tell me we're not advancing. I don't think we are. I think we're going back to the room. Please tell me I don't miss my chance to actually do stuff this week. Because I just wanted to, I wanted to check, seeing that I boosted Edelgard's sword level. Oh, thank God. Okay. Certifications. I believe I can take the Lord. Only 65, though. I need to boost her authority. What's her authority at currently? Her authority's at D+. Okay. So I still need to boost her authority before I can give her the level up. Alright, that's what I wanted to check. Yeah. Sorry about that. Like I said, I wanted to check that because if I could already boost her to that class, I wanted to do it. Come on, game, you can do it. There you go. All right, and that we should be good to go.
Stay focused.
Stupid lance. Alright, let's try and draw him out a little bit. Trying to think. No, you know what? No, I'll stick with the lance for a little bit. Try and boost my lance skill up. Hubert there. Bernie in the forest.
I will prevail.
Edelgard right here. And yeah, just kind of hold our position. Let them charge.
You're weak.
You know, this is something I really haven't talked a lot about in this series, but goddamn, this game's got some great music.
No hesitation. Each battle, a chance to grow.
I noticed it in my other playthrough. Just suddenly, I was just playing, you know, just kind of listening, you know, going, okay, you know, the music had never been like a big thought to me, but then just I did just one mission, and I was, you know, and the music was playing, and I'm like, holy crap, the music is really good for this game. There's just something about it that's just, it's very well done. And, you know, I've said this a lot about games, is that I think some games that have the best music actually, it hides in the background and you don't notice it. I know that's something weird when you're like, oh no, the music's great, and you're like, oh yeah, I barely noticed that, you know, I barely noticed that was there. But no, I'm serious. I think some games actually do have some of the best music when you aren't listening.
I won't go down so easily.
Go after this archer, take him down.
Well, how was that?
I will get the victory.
Her up. Use curved shot. I want to repair that bow or something before the final mission. There we go. Boost that.
Battle.
Send Linhart, heal up Bernadetta.
So much.
Physic.
I am Ferdinand von Eyre.
Thank you, Ferdinand.
Put me in there.
Your defeat was inevitable.
Okay, who needs a level? 8. Caspar's at 9. Yeah, Ferdinand could use a boost in his level. There we go.
You should be honored.
Greatness.
Great. Crap that I don't need. Isn't that how it always goes?
Thank you.
Come on, health points and magic.
It's simple logic.
as expected. We must all
Oh, Byleth, you keep getting better. God, it just keeps eating up my... Keeps eating up the durability on this weapon, but I want the kill. Oh, so close.
One more success.
There it is. She can level up to the, or class up to the mercenary class. I will send Edelgard around, have her try and tank some shots from those guys. Run over there. They're gonna charge up. I thought of Edelgard, but I guess not. Trying to figure out what I was doing. I was trying to move up Caspar so I can get him a little bit of experience. He's got a decent crit. And neither landed, but it was worth a shot.
Is that all?
Damn, Edelgard's a good tank. And level 9. So close to the level I want to get her to.
Each battle, a chance to grow.
I owe you one.
Might as well give Dorothea a little bit of experience. Just get the heal.
Well, like what you see.
Not a bad level up. I just wish it was more in the skills she uses. Use Meyer, get that kill.
Hardly worth my time. Any experience.
And use Physic. Might as well heal up Dorothea.
Sweet of you.
I think that's, yep, our action.
No one makes it past me.
Oh, Gaspar, you're so close. I'm actually just going to let these guys charge up. So all I need to do is get Gaspar in on just one fight. Oh, and he gets the crit. Alright, that works. On strength. Yes. Not a bad level up. And now we can boost him up. And Edelgard will get the kill. 11, 10. Ferdinand still needs one. So does Linhardt and Bernadetta. Give Petra a heal. Might as well just get the experience. Yeah, Bernadetta's not going to get a kill here. Actually, she can with Deadeye. It's really going to be a low chance to hit, but I might as well take the shot. Yeah, I didn't think so. Worth an attempt. I can attack. I can show you the Sword of the Creator, I guess, but nah, I'll save. God, do I do it? Yeah, why not? What's one charge? That's sort of great. Like, it's basically a whip sword. It's a cool weapon. It's just at the end of the day, meh. Alright, let's finish this.
You were wide open.
Charge forward. Bandit dies. Edelgard finishes him off. This guy attacks. He misses. Edelgard dashes in. Finishes it.
How was that? One step at a time.
And there we go. Nice little bit of combat. Now that we've hit that hour and a half mark or so, I think it's about time to close things out. Alright, guys. So thanks so much for watching. We'll pick up with the teaching in the next video. I'm not sure how long the next one's going to be. The mission's a little more complex than what we've done before. Just because it is technically a two-part mission, and well, not a two-part mission, but there's like a, you know, you get to one point, have some dialogue, and then have another bit at the end. But I don't think it'll take a whole hell of a lot. The video won't be that terribly long. So either way, we'll continue this on in the next one. Thank you for watching. As always, Facebook, Twitter, the website, minds.com. Links, that stuff is down in the description below. Like, comment, you're not already. Please subscribe to the channel. Stay tuned more next time. Till then, my name's AJ Gels. This is Something Game Channel. I'm out.